Hi guys, this is Tuba. I am going to discuss a PgMP scenario in this video. Let me read out the scenario first and then we are going to discuss. You are the sponsor of a program and you are in the process of choosing a program manager. All the candidates have already managed programs for the company and they have done it successfully. They are highly regarded individuals in the organizations and they tend to deliver the expectations. You choose the candidate who previously excelled in Option A, identifying high-level risk. Option B, establishing a benefits management plan. Option C, establishing a governance plan. And option D, stakeholder engagement. So when I posted this question on my regular Thursday polls, I got most of the choices between option B and option D. And I understand that where those delegates were coming from, and that was expected actually. When I posted this question, I knew that only a few individuals would actually get to the right answer. So before I even, neither B nor D is a correct choice. And I'm going to explain why. But before even I start talking about the option choices, I would like to tell you one thing, that when as a program sponsor you go for the selection of the right person in the program manager role, of course all of that is important, that previous experiences and reputation and the personality traits, leadership traits, and all of that is important, of course. And this is exactly what the situation is telling you, that all the candidates are equally good and they are successful in their career and they have the right profiles, they have the right experience, expertise, they are able to deliver to the organization, they have good reputation as well. All of that is good. So what's going to be that one factor that would distinguish the available choices? And I would say that's going to be how good that person as a risk manager is. Yes. So when an organization starts an initiative, meet a program, meet a project, even a portfolio or a department as well, the organization is actually taking risk, right? And of course, the organization would have a certain level of risk appetite and risk attitude towards that initiative. This is always going to be a case. I'm not saying it, theoretically only. This happens in the real projects and programs as well. Maybe this conversation happens at a more strategic level. But when we talk about the situation for programs are very much prone to risk. Programs are complex, usually challenging, and usually fulfilling some objectives and a strategic idea, which is not so easy to achieve. So risk is pretty much there, right? And how well perceived the idea of that risk and the structural risk and strategic risk and like the risk related to business case and costing and this and that, financials and delivery, different aspect. How well perceived that idea is in the business case, in the charter, this is exactly what organization looks forward to from that person, right? How much coverage you can give to that initiative, uh, to the organization, right? So A actually is the right thing to do. Now I'm going to explain why B, C, D are wrong. And please don't take it in the wrong way. So maybe some of you would say that identifying high level risk is going to be like a very broad thing to do, and how come the high level? So when you start a program, everything is high level, right? Risks are also going to be high level. So is the scope, so is the schedule, so is the budget, and so is everything else. So risk is also going to be high level, and this is exactly where your mastery would be as a program manager, that in those high level risks, how much coverage you are giving to the organization, or how much safe side you are you are keeping your program or your organization by your effective risk management. And for your information, risk management is not that only process that you start in the planning and doing that in the risk register and all. I'm not saying that the process is different. The process is going to be the same. But that process starts from the day one. And this is the, this is one of the deciding factors, one of the differentiating factors for the choice of program managers among the possible choices. Now, why not BCD? Establishing a benefits management plan. So I'm definitely not against the idea of a program manager delivering benefits. Of course, who am I to say this? Of course, a program manager delivers benefit. But this particular choice is not about, it's not talking about delivering benefits. If this choice would have said ability to deliver benefits effectively, I would definitely be going with this, right? Because that would automatically cover risk aspect. But only saying that you are going to select the candidate who previously excelled in establishing a benefits management plan, I mean, that's going to be partial. Only establishing a benefits management plan would not mark him the best person to go for. How well he performed to deliver the benefits actually is what matters, right? So B is only about planning. I mean, that's important. I'm not saying it's not important, but that's not going to be the deciding factor. The deciding factor would be, is he able to deliver, or has he successfully delivered benefits for the previous program? Right? So B is wrong on that ground. C, establishing a governance plan, of course, no. Establishing a governance plan is important, and program manager does that as well, along with the steering committee and all. But that's not going to be the deciding factor, of course. That's going to be an important factor, but not the deciding factor. D. So why not stakeholder engagement? So stakeholder engagement is very important. Communication is very important. Nobody is denying the fact. And stakeholder engagement is one of the domains in PgMP as well. And so is benefit. And so is the strategy and risk as well. So all these areas are important in a program. Right? We are actually choosing the best factor. That could be a deciding factor as well. So this could be a debate, that why not stakeholder engagement? Because as a program manager, you have to deal with a variety of different stakeholders at different level, internal, external, cross-functional and legal, regulatory compliance, like possibly a lot of different stakeholders. So why stakeholder engagement is not a deciding factor? The stakeholder engagement is an important factor, like how well that person is able to deal with different people, internal, external. But again, that's not going to be the the core factor, because see it this way, as a person, as a manager, you are very good in dealing with stakeholders. Your uh, people management skills and your communication skills and your overall leadership skills are very good, but that would not safe side you on the benefits and the delivering uh, ground. I'm not saying that stakeholder engagement is not needed, but stakeholder engagement alone, without the necessary expertise and without the necessary um, you know the necessary ability to uh, to 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 collaborate and to define the benefits, to deliver the benefits, to understand the benefits, and to make it happen, actually, to make the program delivery happen, it's not going to be that much helpful. But risk is something which is there in every domain. It's there in benefits, there in stakeholders, there in governance, there in communication, it's there in the overall life cycle. So risk is an overarching domain. It's like something which is sitting on top of all the other domains, or it's sitting on you know on the overall program and covering the whole life cycle. And if that person is able to um, identify and deal with the risk the right way, then he is going to be considered as the right person. So risk management factor is important in programs. It's important in every initiative, but in programs particularly, it's very, very important, right? So A is the right answer. I hope you like this explanation. And if you have any queries, any concerns, any cross question, you can share that with me. I will definitely revert back to you on your queries. I will be back very soon with the discussion of a new PgMP scenario. Till then, take care. Goodbye.